Hello, we're live. Hello, Miss Beautiful Jamie. I see you there. Today we're going to be talking about Abandonment Issues Part 2. We did not finish the article. So I have the article keyed up there. Let me go to share. And if you would like to, anybody would like to just pop comments in about anything that's bugging you today, anything you want to talk about, because we're just going to finish up this abandonment issues, and then we'll probably have a good another hour. I would think that's one, two, at least half hour to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Share screen, Chrome tab. There we go. Share. Okay, so we were not at the beginning of this. Let me scroll back down. We were at the types of abandonment issues. We'll go over that. That's where we'll start, is whatever types of abandonment issues. Hello, Miss Jamie. Thank you for putting the link in there. Thank you. Can you guys see that? Let me put that. There we go. Types of abandonment issues. That's what we're going to talk about. So let's see first. How are you doing today, Miss Jamie? Hi, Phyllis. How are you doing today? I am well. As I start coughing. I haven't coughed hardly all morning, and now I get on here and I start coughing. What is up with that? So, I did my hair this morning. Can you see this colic going crazy right here? This colic is just out of control. Look at this. I don't know how that happened. I'm sorry that it's distracting me. So if it's distracting you, I'm sorry for that. Although it could be a Guinness World Record of the largest colic ever recorded. No idea how that happened. Hey, Nona, how are you doing? Very good. Very good. I am feeling that way too. I'm excited to see Jamie, but I'm like, I got to make sure I bring this, bring that, all the packing anxiety. Let's call it that, packing anxiety. Yes, can make you feel overwhelmed and like, I should do this before I leave and this before I leave. If I was just going to hang out with Jamie, I probably wouldn't be freaking out, but I have a wedding to go to. And you guys know we just did social anxiety. So, but I am excited. I have Decker all day because Amelia is working 18 hours and get ready for the reception. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense too. Yup. Yup. She's going to be tired. Yeah, she's going to be tired. 18 hours. I didn't like 12 hours. I didn't like 16, but I cannot tell you. I don't think I ever worked 18 hours. I'm getting sidetracked again with that stupid window. My cat's in it. But I love the window. So I'm glad everybody's doing good. Good. No one's getting married. It's a reception. They've already been married. Jamie, no nap. No nap unless you can sneak off to the restroom for like 10 minutes and take a quick nap. Yeah. It's a reception for Jamie's son. Decker's dad and mom are having their wedding reception on Friday. And I will be Saturday. Right, Jamie? It's Saturday. She's taking Friday off to get ready for Saturday. Because I'm not coming till Saturday. Oh, Phyllis, no worries. No worries. I'm excited to see you too, Phyllis. You just need to let me know a location because remember, I don't know anything about Indiana. Yeah. I know nothing about Indiana. And I have a surprise. Phyllis, so that we will see you. So me, you, and Jamie, we're going to have a surprise. So, all right. What is Abandonment Part 2? We're going to finish that article up today. I don't think it's going to take the whole hour and a half. I think it's probably just going to take like half an hour. So let's go on. Let's jump on over there so that we can read it. I'll put my glasses on. I'm going to try and read it here. So we're going to go back over the types of abandonment issues. I think we hit one or two, but we didn't hit all of them. Now I'm going to go to the actual article. Okay. Abandonment issues can present themselves in 3 insecure attachment styles. These are avoidant attachment style. People who follow this style don't allow anyone to get close to them. They may feel like they can't open or trust others, making you appear distant, private, or withdrawn. I believe that I do that. My son got married June 29th, but they were planning their wedding for October till they found out about Decker. So they got married and decided to still have reception in October. Okay. Hey, Hippy Dippy, how you doing? We're talking about types of abandonment issues today. This is part 2. And we're just kind of chatting, seeing how everything's going. How are you doing? Okay, let me go here again. Oops, this one. Okay. Boy, every time I lean back, I see that I'm like, this is a huge, I'm trying to point which way? This way. This way? Yeah, look at how huge that colic is. I don't think there's any other thing to call it but colic, because that's what it is. Cowlick. I think that's what they where it came from, cow lick. And then it makes your hair go wonky. I'm nervous about the mother and son dance. Oh, I think you'll do fine, Jamie. How is your pain today? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm distracted because I thought about canceling today because of the packing and everything. Like Phyllis, I'm a little overwhelmed. You can't see, but I have finally brought everything from my makeup room in here, and it is so much. I didn't realize how much it was. It's a lot. So, yeah, I was thinking about it and I said, no, I might have to cancel next week. I didn't want to do it 2 weeks in a row. Just depends what time I get home on Tuesday. And then if I get home in plenty of time, I'll post and you'll see me on Wednesday. 1 to 10, 50. LOL. Yes. I am so sorry that it's 50. 50 is high. 1 minus 10 equals 50. I believe that's 1 to 10 is 50. All right, you guys, let's read a little bit more. So that's the first abandonment issue type, is avoidance. I am a real avoider. Like, if I'm not a fan of someone or I don't want to talk to someone, like I could hide from like bosses. I could hide from my bosses real easy. Or like if you'd see them go the other way, I didn't care if they saw me going the other way. I just would go the other way. Don't trust a lot of people. And people think I am not distant or private or withdrawn. They think you're stuck up. And I'm sure you did not want to see that. And that is not the case. You're basically just not wanting to be around people. If their wedding wasn't Saturday, I would go to ER. That's what I'm afraid of. At Phyllis, LOL. Yes. Yes. If you need to, we will bring you something to assist with that. I think we're getting some kind of drinks, Phyllis. We're going to have some kind of drinks too. So, okay, back to the abandonment issues. Let me put this up here. Okay. And let's go back here. Okay, the second type of abandonment issues is anxious attachment style. People with this type of attachment style cope by developing intensely close and dependent relationships with others. You may feel anxious about separating yourself from your partner and tend to be emotionally reactive. It may be easy to see conflicts as a concern that your partner may leave, which makes you act out of fear. Yes, I am definitely not that type of person, but I am the avoidance type for sure. The third type is disorganized attachment style. People with this attachment style have difficulty remaining intimate and close, but can also be inconsistent. They may feel anxious about being in a relationship or want to avoid closeness. This attachment style may come with other potential disorders. Yeah, sounds a little bipolar. Um, do any of you have any of these abandonment attachment styles? I am definitely the first one. I am definitely, what's the first one again? Not anxious. I am definitely avoidance attachment style. Avoidance attachment style. Let me scroll back down so we have all three on the board. Avoidance attachment style. That's me. Okay, you guys. Oh, Washington apple. Yes, that's what we're going to have. So I definitely am avoidance attachment style. And I'm wondering if you guys know what your attachment style might be. You can always put it in the comments for me. If you're not sure, hopefully when we just talked about it, it made a little sense. The disorganized one didn't make a lot of sense to me. I guess that's just like, you like them, but you hate them, or you want to be close to them, but you don't. And there will be wine too. Okay, Phyllis, you think you're number 2. So I think I'm number 1. You think you're number 2. Anybody else? Anybody? All right, let's keep going. Okay, signs of abandonment issues. Abandonment issues don't always come from childhood trauma. They can also develop after losing an intimate partner to divorce or death. Either through adult or childhood abandonment, these issues can negatively impact healthy relationships. Yes. I didn't think I was going to get married until way later. Noni, you think me too? I am number 1. I don't know what number I am. I'm not sure either, Jamie. You may not have abandonment issues. No, we talked about it and you said yes. So I was very quiet in school. I didn't want to get close to people. I definitely did not trust people. And then when you get burned, you don't trust people even more, even though you get, like, when you're a teenager, drama. So when that would happen, I would trust people even less, and then any more drama I would just trust them even less. So I really was not a social butterfly when I was younger. And I am pretty sure that that's when the abandonment issues started happening. We talked about last Wednesday about the unavailability of, say, an alcoholic parent or a depressed parent. I thought I was never going to get married either, at least not for a very long time. Me too, Nona. I was like, I don't really trust anybody. And then I met my husband. I was only 18. We got married when I was 21. So we've been married for, what do we say, 21, 31, 41, 21, 31, 41, 51. So that's 31 years. We've been married 31 years this year. And you were 28, Nona. Well, that's a lot better than I did. I mean, he found me and he just roped me right in. Because I don't think I would have got married that young if he had not pursued. Yeah. So, yeah, I was 20. Yeah, when we got married, I was 21. So, he found me. He was from a dysfunctional family as well, so we understood each other pretty good. And then we had the same, "Hey Zach, how are you doing?" "Don't worry, don't worry. How are you doing today?" I was 17. Oh, Phyllis, you were 17 out of high school. So I was 18. I was in college, but we didn't get married till I was 21. So, yeah, I just started working, like full time. He was working full time. We got engaged, then we moved in together. And the 8 months from when we went, oh, that is really quick, Nona. Yeah. It's good that you knew when when you know. I've heard that as well. So, yeah, there was no like 3 years, 5 years. Is he ever gonna marry me? There was none of that. It was like bam, bam, bam. He locked it down as soon as he could. We were engaged for a year. Um, Zach, yes, you are. Handsome Zach is the handsomest. He will get married one day. Mm-hmm. So we were talking about types of abandonment issues, Zach, and there were 3 different kinds. Um, there was avoidance attachment style, which is what I think I have, anxious attachment style, and disorganized attachment style. Okay. See, hello, handsome Zach. Hello, beautiful Jamie. See, everybody here is beautiful and awesome. Even with this, even with this. It's like a helmet on my head. I don't know how I did it. I don't think I could do it again. I know, Crystal, quit talking about your hair. We're here for abandonment issues. I trust people too easily. Okay, Jamie. But you're so kind and I think it would be against your personality not to, you know. What would that be? I would say you're the second type, which was not disorganized, but anxious attachment style. Yes. Mm. Mr. Kitty's here. He said, "I'm coming up here to irritate you for the moment, and then I'm going to get down." You getting down now? Go on. Just real quick to annoy. The older you get, the more you learn that looks has nothing to do with it. Yes, that is true, Phyllis. That is true. Yeah. Let's see. I'm the same way, Jamie, and been burned in the past for trusting too easily. Okay, Zach. So you're the second style, the anxiety attachment. I am what did we say? I don't like anybody attachment. Let's call it that because I can never remember what the word is. I don't like anybody attachment, and you guys, I like everybody attachment. Smoking and checking on sleeping Decker is killing my leg. LOL. Okay, we'll be here, Jamie. We'll be here. Tell Mr. Decker. Hopefully he's still asleep. And we said hello. Avoidance. Thank you, Phyllis. That's the word. How do you feel about, Phyllis, the I don't like anybody attachment? Did you like did that kind of is the same thing, right? Avoidance. Yeah. Are you excited to meet Jamie? Yes, Zach. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm a little bit nervous about the reception, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. I think it's just my personality. And then I get to spend the Sunday all day with Jamie, and then we're trying to see Miss Phyllis if we get a chance. She's going to let us know her availability because I'm staying, what did I say, Saturday night and Sunday night, and then I'm not going to leave until Monday afternoon or evening before it gets too dark. It only takes me 3 hours to get to my house, so that's a good thing. Next weekend is our Thanksgiving. Oh, okay. It's not this weekend, right, Zach? It's the following Monday morning. Yeah, I'm not leaving until Monday evening, so we could definitely meet up on Monday morning. Yep. Look at it's driving me nuts, you guys. I need to quit. Usually what I do when that happens is I put it in a ponytail. And I did not do that today, so I know we're going to have so much fun. So much fun. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, Monday morning would be wonderful. Send us, like, where's halfway? I don't know where halfway would be, Phyllis, between where you're staying. So, I think I gave you the address of where I'm staying, the Comfort Inn, and that's right by Jamie's house. You and Jamie need to do a video or a live together. We're going to, Zach. We haven't. When I get there, we'll decide. I am going to vlog for sure. And we may still do a live as well. Just depends on how much time we have. Thank you, Phyllis. I appreciate that because, yeah, I don't know. Oh, no. She got her Danessa Myricks ballot. Woo, 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 woo. Miss Jamie. She's going to show it to us. Show us. We want to see it. That palette we do. All right, you guys, let's go back to the abandonment issues. Okay. A fear of abandonment presents itself in people who seem like people pleasers or need continuous reassurance that they are loved. There's also a consistent anxiety that occurs with abandonment issues. Common signs of abandonment issues include giving too much or being overly eager to please, jealousy in your relationships or of others, trouble trusting your partner's intentions, feeling insecure about your relationships, having difficulty in feeling intimate emotionally, needing to control or be controlled by your partner, settling in unsatisfactory relationships. I would have to say having difficulty in feeling intimate emotionally. That just means close. It doesn't mean sexual in any type of nature. Needing to control or be controlled. I needed to be in control of my partner, which was not okay. So, oh yes, I'll bring it with Zach. I want carrots. I want carrots with ranch, Zach. I'm a little hungry. Maybe we can do a video together. I think that would be a lot of fun, Jamie. That would be a lot of fun. Because if we don't do the live, because I am going to do the vlog and we can post it on both our channels. But if we don't do the live, then we could do the video. I mean, it just comes down to time, basically, our time management. And we're both procrastinators. So it really is going to depend on our time management. We will have to see how that goes. Don't forget to give our beautiful host. Oh, thank you, Jamie. A thumbs up. Yes. Thumbs up. Thank you, everybody who does that. I appreciate that. Okay. Did any of these signs of abandonment issues speak to anybody here? I was reading it and I did not do that, did I? Let's just say. All right, let me go back. Okay. Common signs of abandonment issues. I'm kind of going over them in my head. Giving too much or being overly eager to please right here. Jealousy in your relationships or of others. I wonder why that's blue. Oh, apparently you can go to it. It's the only one with a link, though. Okay. Trouble trusting your partner's intentions, feeling insecure about your relationship, having difficulty in feeling intimate emotionally, needing to control or be controlled, and settling in unsatisfactory relationships. It is not uncommon for you to want your partner to treat you the same way as you were treated as a child. So what I was saying is, of those common signs, I definitely have the difficulty in feeling intimate emotionally. He is the only person that I really like to hug. He is the only person that I tell everything to, and this took 30 years. This did not happen overnight. He is the only person, and I talk to Jamie and my best friends, yeah. But he is, if you want to talk about intimacy, he's the only person that I have intimacy, deep, deep like that with. So most of them, Phyllis said, yeah, yeah. I never thought that that had anything to do with abandonment, though. I just thought I was stubborn, or um, I knew I was stubborn because my dad and my mom are both stubborn. So I knew I had that. I just didn't realize that my control issues, or my lack of, like, not wanting people to touch me, or I'm better now that I'm older. I'm better because I tell you guys so much stuff. But for the most part, most of my life, it's been my husband who I've been the closest with as far as everything. But now that I'm older, I tell pretty much everybody whatever they want to know. Because it's like, I don't want to be embarrassed anymore. I don't want to feel inadequate in any way. And I don't want anyone else to feel that way. So if they know how I'm feeling, yeah, Phyllis, just insecure and low self esteem, right? You don't realize that it's something totally different. Because when we started this abandonment issues, I was really surprised that I did in fact have some of the things they talked about earlier to happen, some of the, like it said, some of the things that you do now. It's surprising me. But if I think about it, I understand it now. When I was little, I didn't understand it. So okay, let's moving on through the article. Go back here. Okay. Treating abandonment issues. Now, I am not a doctor. I am not a licensed therapist. I am none of those things. I am a person who has mental health issues. I am a person who wants to share with you my mental health battles. And the reason for that is not only to help myself, but to help other people. That's why we're here. We're not giving advice. Um, we're having support, and then when people make suggestions, that's awesome too. But I am not a doctor or a therapist, so I'm not giving medical advice. How's that? I have low self-esteem, but it's from years of bullying. Yeah, I understand that, Zach. Codependence. I think that might be what the second one was. The anxiety one sounded a little bit like anxiety, abandonment. It sounded like codependence, like, um, yeah, that's what it sounded like to me anyway. So let's go back over here. All right. When treating abandonment issues, the first step is understanding what triggers you and learning to withdraw when these triggers come up. You should also try to get more comfortable with having conversations about your fears in a calm and respectful manner. And that is very difficult. Having conversations about your fears and being calm and respectful, very, very difficult, because when you're scared, the last thing you're thinking of is being calm, much less respectful. So, yeah, I think that's why I say I'm ugly, because I believe my bully saying it. Your bully's stupid, Zach. You are not ugly. After getting divorced from a very emotional and physical abusive man, it took a lot to get my self-esteem back. It's a delicate, self-esteem is a very delicate balance. Because even if you're the perfect parent and you think you are, and you're encouraging them and all the things that, there's stuff that's not in your control, like stuff at school, like bullying, even, having a boyfriend at school that breaks up with you, that could cause some kind of issues as well. Um, and she said after getting divorced, it took a lot to get. Yes. Yes. Self-esteem is not easily created, but it's easily torn down, right? It's something that can be broken very, very quickly, but it's not easy to keep your high self-esteem. Am I making any sense? Does anybody know what I'm saying? If you do know what I'm saying, then give me a heart in the comments because I'm a little bit all over the place today, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Definitely distracted. It's 2:00. So we have an hour. Okay. There are 2 primary treatments for abandonment issues. Okay. Therapy. In therapy, you will be able to explore. Let me make sure you guys are on the page here. Nope, of course not. Being left for someone else is so destructive. Yes. Yes. Nona Grace said, thanks, Doc. What does that mean, Nona Grace, with the colons? What does that mean? Me and Jamie were talking about it. Bullies are bullies because they're going through something and they take it out on someone else. It's wrong, but just know it's not you. They're taking it out on you. They're just taking it out on you. Yes, they have some issues. Bullies have some issues. Thank you, Phyllis, for understanding what I'm saying. I appreciate that. Okay, let's go on and see. Okay, 2 ways to treat abandonment issues. In therapy, you will be able to explore the root cause of your fears and identify negative thought patterns. Your therapist will help you replace them with healthy, more realistic thoughts. Your relationship with your therapist can also give you the sense of having a secure relationship. Working with them, you can learn to establish healthy boundaries in your relationship and help avoid behaviors that hinder healthy relationships. So, definitely therapy is good. I love therapy. Let's see. Jamie said, yes, Phyllis, when we got divorced, he cheated, but it was a blessing in disguise. Yes, yes. Moving on. It can be hard, but sometimes it is a blessing. One door closes and another door opens. Yeah. So, does anyone have questions about therapy? I've been in therapy for several years, on and off. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I am an open book about my therapy time. And I have to tell you, I've had bad therapists and I've had good therapists. And with my good therapist, I have learned so much about myself, so much. I've thought about going to therapy, but I refuse to go. Why, Zach? Ask me questions. Ask me, what do you want to know? Same here, Jamie, but I don't have sense enough to know it then. Right? Right, Phyllis. He's her problem now. Yes. That's what you say. Good riddance to bad boyfriends, bad husbands, bad friends. What are you afraid of, Zach? Ask me. I will tell you everything that I have been through with therapy. It is going for your first time may be very difficult. The problem is finding a good therapist. Neither did I, Phyllis, but I know it now. That's good, Jamie. That's awesome, Miss Jamie. Yeah. So, I have had bad therapists. And I can't tell you the number. I've been to at least 5 different therapists. I'm afraid to go. I'm afraid of being judged. Your therapist will not judge you. A good therapist. See me, I'm like, good therapist. When you go into your therapist's office, if you do not feel comfortable, even with just the way that it looks, you're not going to want to go. If if you don't click, if they do something that maybe offends you or but you have to be careful that you're not leaving because they're asking you the questions that you need to ask yourself. So you're not going to be judged, Zach. If you walk in, you don't feel good, you are the patient. You do not have to stay with the same therapist. You do not even have to stay with the same therapist if they're all in the same building, because a good therapist will tell you, if we don't click for whatever reason, we will find someone here that can help you. That is what a good therapist will say. My dad has a good therapist. That's awesome, Zach. Then, if you're a lot like your dad, you may like his therapist. I mean, you may click with his therapist, but you got to go. That's the thing. And plus, if you have insurance through your dad, so you know that it's already paid for, you can go and do it. So that's really good that your dad has a good therapist. You should consider, and this is just personal advice, not medical advice, consider going to his therapist to see if you're comfortable, to see if you want to talk, to see, try it. Just try it once, just once. If it doesn't work out, if you like the therapist, just try it once. But if it doesn't work out because you don't like him, then try another therapist. I am totally confusing you, right, Zach? He married a woman I went to school with, but he tried to hook up with me a few years later. I had my chance to tell him what he could do with himself, and it felt so good. Jamie said, that's awesome. Good for you, Phyllis. Yes, Phyllis. Tell him what is up. That's right. Anyways, Zach, that's my recommendation. Okay, if you guys have any other therapy questions for me, just put them in the comments. Okay, the second, now I know we're talking about, treating abandonment issues. The second thing that they have posted here is self-care. Practicing self-care can help you make sure your emotional needs are met. This can improve friendships and relationships. Doing self-care like journaling, taking walks, and other things you enjoy can help fulfill you and improve your contributions to your partner, friends, and children. So when we say self-care, some people think, "Oh, hey, frugal mama, I hope you're feeling better. I saw your post that you're having a little bit of allergies." Deb said, "Way to go, Phyllis." All right, Deb, welcome. How are you guys doing? I'm not afraid of the therapist judging me. I'm afraid my family and friends will judge me. Well, your dad already goes, Zach. If your dad goes, you should be fine. And your real friends won't judge you. We will not judge you here. We will not. And you do not have to tell anyone that you're going to therapy. I mean, your dad probably would know if you're going to see his therapist, but you don't have to tell anybody. I just have a big mouth. I tell everybody everything because at this age, I have a thicker skin. So I can, any comments from the peanut gallery are, just don't really affect me too much because I've been through a lot. So, but yeah, you don't have to tell your friends or your family. You could try to go secretly to his therapist, but I think your dad sounds like a good guy. I don't think your dad is going to judge you. I could be wrong. How you doing, Deb? Welcome. Hey, metal music. I don't want to feel abandonment from Jamie when she's offline. My days are boring. Right? Right? We need more Jamie Gerazi. We do. More Jamie. More Jamie. Zach said hi. She said doing okay, getting over it. Yeah. I'm glad you're on the mend. Yeah, it's none of their business. Don't tell everything, honey. Yeah, you're young. You don't have to tell anybody anything, Zach. You don't have to. I tell everybody everything, but that's just me. You don't have to. I'm different. I try to be a example. So you do not have to tell everybody. My parents would never judge me. They want what's best for me. Then they would love it if you would go. I'll bet, Zach, they would love it if you would go. Deb said, I've been in therapy. It helps a lot. Yes, Deb. I have a good therapist that I go to. I've had a couple good therapists, but sometimes they leave or move to another state, but I have a good therapist that I talk to right now. She says she's doing good. Jamie said, "I'm sorry, metal music." We might be live this weekend. We might. We're thinking about it, metal music. We're thinking about it. Okay, let me put you guys back over here. Let's go and finish this article. Okay. So doing self-care like journaling, taking walks, and other things can help fulfill you and improve your contributions to your partner's friends and children. So, I enjoy just kind of sitting outside. Yeah, you have to let it help. Yeah. If you go in and if you really don't want therapy, it won't help you. Yeah. So Zach, as long as you go in with an open mind, you're fine. If you go in there and you're like, I don't want to talk therapy. I don't want therapy. It's not going to help you. So make sure you're ready before you spend that money. And, I think that I think you'll enjoy it. I did. So, but you're right, Phyllis, therapy is work. You have to let it help. You have to let it help. And sometimes your therapist might give you some homework, which I have had to do before as well. So don't be surprised about that. All righty. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I was wondering what kind of self-care you guys do. Does anyone have any like self-care things that they enjoy doing or that bring them joy that they would like to talk about? I would have to say my favorite self-care thing to do is to be outside, not be in a rush, just hang out, let the dogs kind of go and do what they want to do and just be out there in the nature with my dogs. That's that's my favorite self-care because I feel like I enjoy them watching them, and then I feel like I get the nature, the fresh air, I love to be outside. I love to be outside. And let's see. Jamie said, very true, Phyllis. If I could turn this camera on, I don't know how to do that, but I would show you guys outside. The trees are starting to turn, and it is so pretty out here in Michigan. They're just starting. There's some yellow and some red on the tops. This time of year is my favorite. So going outside in the fall, enjoying the weather, nice heavy jacket on so I'm not cold, and watch my dogs run around and play. That's my self-care, my favorite self-care. So if you have um examples of self-care you'd like to put in the comments, we would appreciate that. And Jamie said, so I am mad, LOL. What's up, Jamie? What's going on? Tell us. Tell us. I think that might be the end of our article. Let me go back. Well, I meant to. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and Zach says, I'm mad at Crystal. It's okay if you're mad at me, Zach. Is there anything I can do to help you? Is there anything I can do so you're not mad at me? Okay. Abandonment issues can develop because of many emotional environmental factors. If you are experiencing fear of abandonment in your relationships, it may be helpful to see a counselor. A counselor will be able to talk to you and how you're feeling and develop a treatment plan. I think that was the end. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm really not mad at Crystal. It's okay, Zach. I can take it. No, that's where fall. I guess my self-care is watching YouTube and supporting my friends. And that's great, Phyllis. If you enjoy that, that is awesome. That's where fail. Okay, I get it. Yeah, because supporting people is helping, and helping can make you feel good. Um, and also watching YouTube videos can make you feel good by watching the people that you like, learning new things. I love watching YouTube videos too. It's just not I need to clear my head for self-care because my brain is full of, anxiety. It's always full of stuff. I need to go outside and kind of it seems the only way I can clear my head is if it's quiet, If I can hear the birds and the, whatever is going on, it for some reason it will clear my head. I don't know what that is. So he says, I'm really not mad at Crystal, LOL. That's okay, Zach. That's okay. I'm tough. I'm tougher than I look. This big, huge wave of hair here is really making me look goofy, like an Oompa Loompa or something. I don't know. I need to stop complaining about it, but it's annoying me. I wanted to dance to I Loved Him First, but she's dancing to it with her dad for the daughter version. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't know that song. Is it a country song, Jamie? So her version would be I loved her first? Hmm. I am slightly confused. I guess I'll see it when I get there. Yep. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I have a dress. I have a sweater to go over my dress. Um, I'm not really going to be like glammed up, but I'm going to have fun. So you guys might see us this weekend. Maybe not. It's a popular song. Okay. I'm guessing it's about a mom holding her baby or something, right? That's what it sounds like. I'll have to look it up because I really don't know the song. Oh, it's only a 2:15. So that did go pretty quick. Okay. Let's look up some abandonment issue song or abandonment issue songs. You guys got me talking about songs. So let's go back and see if we have anything else on this tab. Nope. 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 This is the StreamYard. We don't want to enter another StreamYard, so we're going to remove. Phyllis said, aw, it sounds cute. But I don't know. Do you know who sings it, Jamie? I don't know who sings that. I already stopped screen, didn't I? There it is. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put up another one. No, it's telling her to remember that I loved him first. Oh. Okay. Okie dokie. Gotcha. Gotcha. See if I can't find another article. Abandonment issues. And enter. Let's see. I am going to share that page so you guys can see what I see. Chrome. This is what came up from the Google search. Okay. We'll put you right here. This is the song. Oh, okay. She put the link for the song in there. All right. I see it here. I'm going to tap on it on my actual phone. We're not going to play it, though. We just want to save it. Save it. Here we go. There we go. I got it. I'm going to listen to it after. Okay, so let's see what we have here with our abandonment issues. It says, abandonment issues happen when a parent or caregiver does not provide the child with consistent, warm, or attentive interactions, leaving them feeling chronic stress and fear. The experiences that happen during a child's development will often continue into adulthood. That's from WebMD. Abandonment issues. Medical news today. I don't know that one. Choosing therapy. ThriveWorks Healthline. Mind Body Green. Good therapy. Let's see. Forbes. Do I have abandonment issues? Very well, health. Let's see. What did we have up here? Healthline, ThriveWorks, choosing therapy, medical. Let's do choosing therapy and see what it says. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think all those reasons we talked about are why I don't even think about dating then, and all the men my age are so old. Phyllis, you gotta go. You gotta go to the 20-year younger. You gotta go to the 20-year younger. Hey, Mr. J, how are you doing? Oh, you haven't wanted to be with anyone else. I get it. I get it. But I like what Phyllis said. The men her age are so old. She's just got to go, a good 20 years younger. So, Mr. J, how are you doing today? We're talking about abandonment issues, but we're talking about how it relates to relationships as well. So, anything you'd like to say, we'd love to hear. All right, let's see what's in this next. Okay, it says abandonment issues, signs, causes, and how to overcome. This is going to be a very detailed article. They do talk about the different attachment styles, and they have some links. Why don't we do that so we don't have to go through the whole? Okay. I was saying that I have the avoidance attachment style. It said they often fear commitment. Okay. People with an avoidance attachment style tend to cope with abandonment issues by not allowing people to get close to them, not opening up and trusting others. They may be characteristically distant, private, or withdrawn. They often fear commitment and avoid conflict by either shutting down, leaving, or ending the relationship. That is all me. That is all me. I'm so glad, Mr. J, you're feeling good. That's great. That's great. So all those things about avoidant attachment style, that sounded a lot like me. So let's see what this says about avoidant attachment style, signs, causes, and treatment. Avoidant attachment style refers to kind of thinking and behaving in relationships. It's a type of insecure attachment that is characterized by an avoidance of feelings, emotional closeness, and intimacy. Avoidant attachment, like other attachment styles, forms in infancy and early childhood and extends into adulthood. With treatment, it can be transformed into a more secure attachment style. Interesting. Did you guys get to see that? Avoid it. You didn't, did you? Oh, I didn't put it over here. Hello. It didn't. Yeah. Okay. So I was reading the avoidance attachment style, and I think there's a couple of us who said that we are like that. And then, excuse me, a anxious attachment style. Did I pull the? I keep doing this. What is my deal? Okay. Avoidance attachment style, the anxious attachment style. This is what we were talking about earlier. The more I read it, though, the more it pops into my head and makes me pay more attention. So this is another reason that I keep going over it. So, all right. Anxious attachment style. People with an anxious attachment style cope with fears of abandonment by latching onto others and developing intensely close and codependent relationships. They often are needy, persistent, and have difficulty separating themselves from their partner in healthy ways. They tend to be emotionally reactive, interpreting conflict or arguments as a signal that their partner will leave them and engage in fear-based behavior to avoid being abandoned. Mm-mm-mm. So these are a little more detailed. I do like this article a little bit better because it does explain a little bit more about it. And then you can also This is on choosetherapy.com. Yeah, choosetherapy.com. And then you would just put in the search abandonment issues to find this article. Um, let's see. And then, like I said, there are links in the article that you can see here, these links that you can click on too if you are curious or think you may have that attachment style as well. So let's go to the next one. Absolutely anxious style. Yeah. The more I read it, Phyllis, I am definitely the abandonment attachment style. So the more I read it, the more it makes sense to me, you know. So we're gonna read that we're going to read that third type. The third type was disorganized attachment style. People with disorganized attachment style tend to be uncomfortable with intimacy and closeness and often lack empathy. This attachment style is distinguished by inconsistencies in the way a person behaves and responds in relationships, sometimes exhibiting features of either anxious or avoidance style. Disorganized attachment is sometimes associated with antisocial, narcissistic, or borderline personality traits and disorders. Now that I know someone like this. This makes a lot of sense to me. They sometimes exhibit features of either anxious or avoidant styles, but and disorganized attachment is sometimes associated with antisocial, narcissistic, or borderline personality traits and disorders. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Patrick, how are you doing? Listen in the background. Oh, Nona Grace, you listen to it. I'm going to listen to it after, but yeah, I'm sure it's beautiful. Can you not play it twice, Jamie? Can you not play the song twice? I don't see why you can't, especially if it's pretty, you know? Or couldn't you both be out on the dance floor at the same time for the same song? I don't know. I have like no wedding etiquette. So no wedding etiquette. You missed House Panthers. Teal'c was here earlier. He is gone now. He was up in the window. Let's go back over here. Yeah, he was up in the window. You missed him, Patrick. Yeah, he was being bad. They run the length of the house now. This house is a single story and it's a mobile home. And so they like to run the length of the house now. So they are enjoying doing that. I'm sitting there watching TV and then here comes Teal. Boom, jumps right over me onto the kitchen floor and through the rest of the house. I'm like, "What?" Panthers are never bad. I wish. Yeah, I'll tell them that, but they don't listen. Uh, oh, did I ask you how you're doing today? Listening in the background. Thank you, Patrick, for listening. So we're talking about we're finishing up abandonment issues and we're talking more about it, and it's making more sense to me the more we talk about it. Uh, oh, Deb, you have the same kind of you agree with Phyllis? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, it can all be debilitating. And then they didn't recommend any type of medication because they don't do that. Usually in articles, they recommend therapy. They do say medication, but they don't tell you what type. This one just said therapy. So the good news is that if you feel like you fall into any of these groups, that therapy is a good option. And another thing that I meant to mention is that there is therapy online now since COVID. You know how we've done the telehealth and things like that. Well, you can actually go. I think BetterHelp is the name of it. BetterHelp. You've seen that commercial, right? Where the guy goes, "Oh, if you're depressed, just be happy, just smile." And the guy goes, "Well, that's not helpful." It's Better Help, I think is the name of the website. And they do therapy on there. My sister uses that. Okay, let's see what else is in this article. The disorganized attachment, and that, like I said, that really clicked in my head too. Signs of abandonment issues show up in a person's relationship and tend to impact romantic relationships the most. People with abandonment issues are more likely to have developed specific. I'm making sure you guys can see the article. And of course not. Okay. There it is. Okay. Oops. Let's go here. A particular type of defense mechanism a person with abandonment issues develops can be different. These are categorized as different attachment styles. People with abandonment issues will display unhealthy patterns in their relationships, like pushing people away. Some will push people away, withdraw, and develop trust issues, unable to open up and be honest with loved ones. Codependency. Others will become overly needy in relationships and will develop patterns of codependency, relying on the other person to meet all of their emotional needs. We were talking about codependency earlier too. Blowing up when threatened. Others with abandonment fears will allow people to get close but become volatile, aggressive, and emotionally reactive with their partner when they feel threatened or upset. Huh. Yeah. Definitely don't want to be around someone who gets angry like that. Signs of abandonment issues in children. In children, abandonment issues often show up as anxiety, especially when separated from a caregiver. Children with abandonment issues may be more easily upset and often have difficulty regulating their emotions. They may exhibit negative attention seeking behaviors and have outbursts or tantrums. I was very easily upset as a child, and I definitely did not have any control of my emotions. Um, so when I was little, I was very easily upset. Just the slightest thing could make me cry. And so I had to develop a hard outer shell so I didn't get called a crybaby by family members. Hmm, right? Come on. So, but back then we didn't know everything we know now. So it's nobody's fault. It's just what happened. So, yeah, I definitely got teased about it and I definitely had to. So then once you develop that, I'm not going to cry, I don't cry, blah, 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 then it's hard for people to become your friends and stuff because you have that hard, that hard heart, you know. So, that is an issue as well. Let's see. We'll go back to the page first. I keep doing this. I do now, Phillips. Phyllis. I think. I think I've always had a soft heart. I just had to become a hard person so that I wouldn't get hurt. You know. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. So that if I got teased or picked on or whatever, I wouldn't become emotional. But that was really hard because I am I have the Irish in me, and those people wear their emotions on their sleeve. At least I do. I do. So yeah. So now I do have a soft heart. And if I cry, I just cry. I just don't even care. I'm like, why are you crying? Well, you have upset me by saying blah, blah, blah. So I'm crying. This fly, if it lands on me one more time, it's coming to live with you. Give it the death penalty. Zach, give it the death penalty. I don't want no flies. We got plenty of flies here. We have a lot of little, the grasshoppers. We have a lot of the grasshoppers here. No flies. Get rid of the flies. Oh, and spiders. There's a lot of spiders here too. I think the spiders would eat the fly. Okay, let's go back and see what else we got here. And also when you're a kid, you don't You don't know what all the emotions are, right? So when you're angry, you may not realize you're angry when you're little. And then so you act inappropriately or whatever. And then you get yelled at for that. And you're like, well, this is how I feel. I don't know how to deal with it. Nobody's helping you deal with it. They're just punishing you. I didn't get picked on. I think I am part empath. I feel things very deeply, even physically. Oh, okay, Phyllis. Yeah. Yep, I have heard of that as well. I don't know what an empath is. I know that it's emotional though. You feel things, like you said, very deeply, even physically. So, yes. Have you always been that way, Phyllis, even when you were little? Um, okay. They can either demonstrate avoidant or antisocial behaviors, withdrawing from peers or bullying others. They might also be very fearful of adults or overly trusting, developing fast dependencies. So they're saying that one of the bad things that can happen from abandonment issues that they can bully others. Okay. What can cause abandonment issues? Let's see let's go back here. I'm still here just tending to Decker. All righty. I saw that video where he was laughing, Jamie, and I showed my sister, she was laughing too. He's so cute. So cute. It's gotten more intense as you've gotten older. Okay, Phyllis. Yeah. Mm-mm. All right, let's continue. Abandonment issues that begin in childhood are almost always the result of adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, which describe different types of stressful and traumatic experiences. Experiencing abuse, neglect, or traumatic loss of a loved one is the most common cause of abandonment issues, especially when they occur in early childhood. It is generally believed that the first year of life is especially impactful to a child's development and that a child's attachment style is formed by age 5. Oh my goodness. Yes, it was so cute, wasn't it, Phyllis? My sister loves babies. She has 4 kids. And I showed him to her and she was just like, he is so cute. I know. I'm excited. I'm so excited to meet Decker. He's a sweetie. And of course, his parents. And you already know I'm excited to meet Jamie. So, all right, let's see what else we have here. It's 2:38. Okay. We said by age 5. These experiences lead to the development of negative beliefs about oneself and others that form the basis for insecure attachments and abandonment fears. This is kind of complicated, isn't it? These big words are getting me. These beliefs, let me make sure. Oh, these big words, these big words are a lot for me. Yes, and shaking his cute little head. Jamie says, Decker is my heart now. Okay, let me go on to the article. Okay. These experiences lead to development. Okay. Okay. Of negative beliefs about oneself and others that form the basis for insecure attachments and abandonment fears. These beliefs can include self-worth issues like believing they are unlovable or unworthy, beliefs that others are untrustworthy, or believing people will always end up leaving. While experienced trauma in childhood is more likely to lead to insecure attachment, experiences later in life may also cause insecure attachment and abandonment fears. For instance, being in an emotionally, physically, or sexually abusive relationship, being cheated on or betrayed, or experiencing rejection as an adult could trigger these fears. That was a mouthful, right? a whole lot of stuff going on there. I got some little treats. I got them for me. They're not to give to trick-or-treaters. I haven't got that candy yet because I don't want my husband to eat it all. So, and I still have to find out if we do have trick-or-treating here because they have trunk or treat here. You guys know what trunk or treat is? So they have that here. And then I wonder if on Halloween, you can still go trick-or-treating because in our city there's trick-or-treating hours like 6 to 8 on the 31st, and so the rest of Monroe will be trick-or-treating. I wonder if we will be able to do that. Hey, Life Adventures in Keto, how are you doing today? Welcome. Let's see. Jamie said hello. We don't know where he learned to shake his head because we try not to say no around him. We think he learned it at daycare. Keto said the church groups here do trunk or treat here too, but we still trick or treat. Yeah, we do too. I just moved into a mobile home park. There's a whole lot of rules I didn't know they had. So having a repeating experience compounds the issues. I would say so, Phyllis. I would say, especially if when you were little, someone passed away that you were close to, and then you're in your teenage years, someone again passes away or leaves. So she said, uh-oh. Yeah, I have to go down there today after the live and speak with the people and find out about Halloween, because if we do have trick-or-treating here, we have a lot of kids in the area. My sister's coming here, so we're not going to go to her house. Phyllis, they do both here. They do both here in the city. Like I said, I can't believe my baby's going to be 1 in 3 months, my baby boy. Yes, is he going trick-or-treating, Jamie? Does he got a little costume? I think that's going to be adorable. You're going to have to post that for us as well. So I am eating my little candies. So I'm sorry if it bugs you guys. Sorry. But I don't know. I just wanted some candies. Okay. Yeah, so this article, where was this article from? Oh, this is the one, Choosing Therapy. So yeah. Yeah, Phyllis, I think that we can get them at any time in our life. I think that's the thing about mental health people don't realize. Sometimes it is your childhood, sometimes your teenage years, sometimes it's your early adult years or your later adult years. People can develop mental health issues in their senior years. So it can compound as you live your life. Things will happen, right? And it's not all rainbows and unicorns, unfortunately. I wish it was. I can't believe. Yes, but at her other Nana's, I think. What's that? My youngest great-grandson will be 1 next month. Aw. So you have a little one, too. A little one. I had, let's see, my Linnea is, oh gosh, I think she might be 15. Then Zai is like 14. I have 4 grandkids. Amor has got to be 5 or 6 now. And then Chris, he's going to be, is he 2? I think he's going to be 2 next year. He's either 2 now or 2 next year. Jamie says, Phyllis, when they are moody, you can hand them back. Yeah. Or I would only get them for like 1 night when I didn't feel good. Oh, I see. Trick-or-treating at other Nana's. Okay, gotcha. Hopefully you still get to get pictures of him in his little costume and stuff, right, Jamie? I went from 0 to 3 in 1 year. 2 girls, 8 and 4, bonus grands, and 1 boy 6 months old. Awesome, Keto. Kids are awesome. I love kids. It's when they turn into teenagers that they can become, well, I still love them, but they can become pains in the patootie. What about that 6-month-old is so cute? We won't talk about that, LOL. That's a whole other subject. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got 15 minutes. All right. What are the long-term effects of abandonment issues? Let's go back here. I need to make sure I put it up here for you guys. There we go. Okay. Because abandonment issues are closely linked to childhood trauma, research done on the long-term effects of childhood trauma may also apply to those with abandonment issues. One of the most widely reinforced studies on this topic was a study on the long-term effects of averse childhood experience. The study found that people who reported these traumatic childhood experiences were at higher risk for a range of chronic health issues, including cancers, diabetes, obesity, and heart disease, at higher risk for depression and suicide, as well as anxiety, PTSD, addiction, and developing any mental health condition, and increased risk for developing personality disorders or borderline narcissistic or antisocial traits, most likely to show signs of delayed development, including poor attention spans, memory, and learning skills, more likely to experience problems and difficulties in their interpersonal relationships, and less able to regulate and control emotions, self-soothe, and use healthy communication and coping skills. The study found people who reported these traumatic childhood experiences, adverse childhood experiences. StreamYard, okay. I am going to be surrounded by grandkids very soon. All right, Phyllis. I wish Phyllis, my oldest son, isn't in a relationship. Jamie wants to be surrounded by grandkids. She's just not getting cooperation from her kids' kids. But on the other hand, Jaren wants like 10 kids. So you still might be surrounded by grandkids. You still might be surrounded. Holy cow, Phyllis. 23? My goodness. I only have 4 and I thought that was a lot. I don't remember how many does my mom have. So my sister has 4 kids. My brother has 2, 6. And then my other sister has 3 kids. 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then my stepdaughter would be 10. So my mom has 10. Mine did cooperate with me till recently. Jamie has 1, right? Frugal Mama. Phyllis has 23 and 10 greats. Oh my gosh, Phyllis, that's awesome. So awesome. Let's see. Mine didn't cooperate with me till recently. Your grandkids, Keto? I always wanted 10 children growing up, but at least I have my 2. Yeah. And you have good boys too, Frugal Mama. She has some good boys. Yeah. I don't know about 10 children. Mhm. Bunch of bunny wabbits. Good genes, Phyllis. Good genes. All right, let's see. You got 10 more minutes. My kids, I had mine very early, so maybe I'd be a young grandma. You are a young grandma. Aren't you? You look young, Keto. In your picture, you look young. Okay, abandonment issues. How to deal with abandonment issues. In addition to working with a counselor, there are also some things you can do on your own to help overcome your abandonment issues. Now, I am not going to recommend that you don't get therapy, that you do it all on your own. I have a therapist. So um, and again, not a doctor. So you would have to do whatever feels right for you. What this article is saying that there are some things that you can do without medical help that might help with your issues. So we're going to go over those. Okay. It says determine your attachment style. To determine if you have a secure or insecure attachment style, you can use the attachment style scale, which can be used to identify whether you have a secure or insecure attachment. Notice the scale does not include the 4th disorganized attachment style. Okay. So there's a little scale you can look at. Learn more about your style, specific defenses, and what triggers them. See, this is what a therapist is going to help you do. Um, they're going to learn more about your style, specific defense, and what triggers you. So the next step is to learn more about your specific attachment style. Okay, I'm just whipping through these real quick. Practice more effective responses to emotional triggers. That's a difficult one, to practice responses to emotional triggers. I guess you really got to know your emotional triggers. Hey, Nona. Michelle, I would think you were too young to be a grandma. uh, that's what I was thinking. She looks really young. Miss Keto. She looks really young in her pictures. So, oh, and I forgot to put the article back up. It's okay. I know I'm being a bad hostess, correct? Okay. Let's see. Practicing more effective responses to emotional triggers. Okay. So you would have to know your emotional triggers. And I think you would be able to, with a therapist, learn your triggers, and your therapist would help you make effective responses. Um, this is all learning when old feelings and fears are being triggered, learning to have difficult conversations in calm, respectful ways, talking about how you feel with your partner and asking for what you need, asking for and accepting help when you need it, even when it's scary. Where you at, Zach? Even when it's scary. Learning not to act on your fears, but instead to act in ways that protect the relationship you care about most. Becoming more independent or having healthy amounts of separate time and space in relationships while still maintaining closeness. That was something that my husband and I had to work out, because he wanted to be 24/7 with me, and I already told you I was the type that would run, fear of commitment type. And so I just felt smothered for like the first few years. I had to say, I need my space. I need you. I used to tease him. I would say, you got to get a friend, because when I come home from work, the last thing I want to do is entertain you. I'll be 48 on this birthday, but I had them at age 18. Yeah, you are young. You're a young grandma. You're a young grandma. Absolutely. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Mm-mm. Don't you hate that? I hate that. Mm. I'm having a little trouble focusing today. Like I said, I'm very excited to go to Indiana, but of course, you'll always still have some anxiety in there. I get over it very, very quickly. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to go because I'm going. And I don't change my mind after I have made hotel reservations. Right. You guys. Yeah, Phyllis said, yes, you have to have your space. That's what I was talking about. And so we had to figure out how to be in the same house, but to get our own personal space. And we did figure that out eventually. Now in the new house, it's a 3-bedroom. So we each have our own rooms for our hobbies. And then we have our master bedroom, which is where we sleep. So his room's full of G.I. Joes. My room is full of makeup. So yes. So I do enjoy it's overwhelming right now because everything's everywhere, but once I get the room set up, I do really love makeup. You guys know that. And I have a whole bunch of like costume stuff. So I've got costume stuff here, regular makeup there. I got some craft stuff over here. Oh, and I want to remind you guys, I'm not positive, but I think I'm at 485 subscribers right now. I haven't done the video yet, but I need to do a video about my 500 subscriber giveaway because it's going to be huge, huge. So, Phyllis said, I'm going to be staying in my son's camper, so I have my space while I'm up there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. And like I was telling Jamie, I would rather get the hotel or camp in the van than feel like I'm intruding in their apartment because it's not a huge, in their apartment. I love sitting in my camper, Phyllis says. Just kind of chilling and enjoying yourself, enjoying your time. Nona, Phyllis, I love sitting in my camp. Okay. Yeah, because I just, I like me. Does that sound weird? I like me. I like to be alone, not all the time, I'm married, I have family and stuff, but I really like when I get up in the morning and I'm the only one home and I can putz around and make some coffee and watch some news and do whatever else I feel like doing. Get up when I want to get up, you know. I mean, that's the life, right? Isn't that the life? I love it. So it is 2:58. We got 2 minutes left. If you guys want to pop any comments down, if you want to put the comments in the comment section. What am I trying to say? I promise, Jamie, I shouldn't be this flaky when I meet you. The anxiety and stuff should just be all gone. So I kind of hope it rains, Nona Grace. Oh, do you love is it got the camper? Does it have the hard top? Hearing the rain hit it. Hope you get your rain. We had more rain today. We're just cloudy here. Not so much rainy, but cloudy. Very cloudy here. So, let's see. So any questions about the articles we covered? How to help someone else with abandonment issues, validate their emotions and fears, tell them how their words or behaviors make you feel. Don't overreact if they push you away. Those are some things about people with abandonment issues. Michelle said, have a great visit. And Phyllis says, I haven't seen it yet. It's new and fancy. Oh, well, that'll be fun. Getting to stay in the new fancy camper. So, yeah. I'm sorry, you guys. It is cloudy here, so it's giving me. I think next week we're going to talk about seasonal affective disorder. So, um, let's see, what was I saying? She said, "Have a great visit," Michelle said. I am going to Indiana to see Jamie, and Phyllis is gonna be in Indiana as well, so we're gonna meet up, and, I think we'll have an awesome visit. So, thank you everybody for coming today. I hope that this was helpful. This really did help me learn what abandonment is, um, how I may have it, and like I said, I haven't really talked to my therapist about it yet, but I do absolutely need to do that. So, um, thank you everybody for coming and have a great day. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody. Bye. I'm trying to touch screen it. You got to hit the bye.